one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, 6:02, we'd like to call the meeting to order on May 7th. Any modifications to the agenda?
There are none.
Any visitors that need to speak from the audience? Presentation,
There are none.
discussion items? I would like to have somebody make a motion to accept the minutes from April 21st, 2025.
Move to approve minutes of April 21st, 2025.
Any discussion? Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
Motion carries. Action needed items.
I have the recommendation to approve the donation of $492 from multiple donors to Smyrna Elementary School Class of 2036 Field Trip T-shirt fund.
Do I get a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion?
Thank you.
Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
I have the recommendation to approve a donation in the amount of $500 from the University of Indianapolis to Brown County Schools for the benefit of TEDx.
Can I get a motion to accept?
Move to approve donation, $500.
Second.
I do.
Any discussion?
I think that's great.
I know.
Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
I have the recommendation to approve a donation in the amount of $500 from Buell Education to Brown County Schools for the benefit of TEDx.
Do I get a motion to accept?
Move to approve donation of $500 from Buell Education to TEDx.
Second.
Second.
Discussion?
Again, I think that's wonderful.
Yes, thank you. Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I have the recommendation to approve the retirement notice of Lauren Lockdahl effective at the end of the 24-25 school year.
Sadly, I approve.
Do I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Circle of life.
Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
I have the recommendation to approve the retirement notice of Sharon Snodgrass effective at the end of the 24-25 school year.
Do I get a motion to accept?
I so do.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'm also very sad to lose Sharon.
Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
I have the recommendation to approve the out-of-state field trip for Brown County High School Show Choir to Ross High School in Hamilton, Ohio on February 28th, 2026.
Can I get a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
I second.
Any discussion?
That sounds like a fun trip.
Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda items, personnel.
Yeah, we just, we'll start with the separation with Brown County Middle School part-time custodian America Nichols effective April 8th, 2025. Through the transfer of Van Buren Elementary School Administrative Assistant Kim Hathaway to Brown County Middle School Administrative Assistant effective July 21st, 2025.
Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah. Do we know whether he's passed the test or not for the bus driver?
Says pending.
You just-
It's pending, so I.
Still pending? Okay.
Any more discussion? Vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Shanice.
Yes.
Motion carries. Superintendent's report.
I just have two things. First and foremost, it is officially Teacher Appreciation Week this week. So, you know, it always seems weird that we take a week or a one day to do these appreciation days or weeks for our entire staff. They do so much for us all year long. But but it is fun to be able to get to see the buildings do great things for teachers and the staff in each of the buildings. So pictures along the week have been really cool to see, and I hope they are loving every day. Also, TEDx, I am so excited. It is literally here, a week and a half away. Saturday, May 17th. Again, at the Brown County Music Center, we have 5 adult speakers from across the country. We have 10 of our own youth speakers from Brown County schools. We have a high school art class from another high school in Indiana that have made sculptures to represent Mavericks, icons, and geniuses. So they will have a display at the Music Center, which is really cool to have a partner there and kids interested. And it is like scrambling at the last minute to ensure everything comes together, and it will. So
What time is it?
the doors open at 8:30. If you remember from last year, the lobby is supposed to be like this immersive experience. We will have merchandise, we have a donut wall, we have games, friendship bracelets, selfie station, all of the things. The band will be playing outside, welcoming people into the venue. The TED Talks will start at 10 o'clock and probably will run through 2:30 for the rest of the day. We will have food trucks out there during intermission and then after the event as well. It is a free event. First 320 people in the door receive a pretty cool swag bag of things filled of kids from Eagle Manufacturing made. So that's really awesome as well. Chloe Sawyer and Noah Lewis, both students at Brown County High School, are coming with me on Friday to be on Fox 59 News. So we will share that out, but that will be really, really cool to see them get to speak and experience being in a TV station, right? So that'll be fun. And then next Friday is rehearsal. We have our final Brown County Schools Cohort 3 ambassadors will be next Friday morning. So we will wrap up our third cohort, and then we will head over to the music center to do rehearsals and set everything up. So really, really, really excited. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Legislative update.
Well, it's over. Yay!
All in favor? No.
Yeah. So the quick version is that they passed a budget at 1 a.m. on the last day, I think it was April 24th, 25th, and nobody really knew what was going to happen until the very last minute, and they put a bunch of stuff in the budget bill at the very last minute that never had a public hearing. However, I mean, on our side, schools got a 2% increase, and that is not what we wanted, but it's not nothing. So we're okay with that. We do think inflation will go up more than that.
And I do just want to add to that, I think people hear 2% increase. It's not really a 2%
Right.
increase because they have moved all curricular fees
Yeah.
back into our foundation grant instead of a line by line. So we've got to take $160 times each kid that we have and subtract that
Take it
from
out
our
first.
foundation,
Yeah.
right? So I do think it's misleading a little bit because
It is.
people hear 2% and
Yeah.
like we got new money. We didn't.
Well,
We
and-
didn't lose it.
no, we didn't lose it.
Yeah.
But it is, right, it is not, it's not really enough, but it's also not flatlined, which was also a risk that was there at the end when the state had a $2 billion shortfall in the last week of the session. So, but right, there was a big issue about having a separate line for curricular materials. So everybody could see, here are the curricular materials, and then here is, what goes in the education fund. But they chose to put it all in there together, again, to give a bit of a misleading number to say that how much schools would be getting. So that added to the property tax bill that was SB 1, which we've been, just starting to learn the impacts of both of those. There were a number of other bills related to curriculum and that type of thing that were passed, but I think, again, the most important parts for us are just about the budget, and so anyway, that's all I got. And I Most bills don't take effect until July 1st, so there's generally this period of time in which everybody kind of can adjust. If we need to change things, we could be ready for July 1st and next school year. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?